Today, our online activity is using w3schools Python tutorial to review our Python skills. So first of all, you need to get to the w3schools. So Google w3schools to come up. If you get to the website, find the Python tutorial. If you get to the website and you can't find the Python tutorial, click on Python, and then tutorial should pop up, or under more, there should be a Learn Python under Programming. We're also going to be needing our Repl account that you created in the previous assignment. If you have not done that, please go do that now. So find Repl, repl.it. Should bring to this website. Log in. Make sure you're logged in as with your school credentials first, and go in using your Google account. And you should come to a screen like this, either home, click on My Repellets, and for this class you were supposed to create a P1 S2 Week 1 practice, or Repellet, that should be empty. Going back to our Python tutorial, w3schools has a really good tutorial. It goes through lots of the different things that you're going to need to get your certification. But the downside to w3schools, it does not record your progress. If you log out, you lose all of that. So we're going to be using Repl to store our progress. So the first thing we need to do is create a hello world. When I had you create this, I think I had you do a print hello Mr. B. I'm going to run that, and our output should be over here. Okay. These first couple pages kind of go through the different things that's going to be in the tutorial. There'll be a quiz. There's references. How to download Python if you're using a computer, so you can use the python.org.ide, which stands for Integrated Development Environment. Talk about what is Python. Python is a web development, software development. You can use it to create web apps, workflows, database systems. Why is Python so prevalent? Because it runs on Windows, Macs, Linux, even the Raspberry Pi. It's a very simple syntax. So you should take your time and read through this on the website. This next one talks about how to install Python on your computer. We're not going to need that because we're going to be using Repl to run our Python programming. So go ahead and skip that. Let's talk about syntax. Python needs to have indentation for blocking. We're going to talk more about that as we go along. Gives you an error on without indenting. This tutorial, they'll have these try it buttons. You click on it, it will open a new tab, and you can try it. You can modify the code and run it again, and it will run that code again. Python doesn't, or w3schools does not allow us to save our work. So as we work through these, I'm going to have you copy and paste into your Repl so that you can save your work and turn it in. So here's an example of not indenting properly. An if statement has to have at least one line indented after it. Even if it's one space, that's fine, or multiple spaces is fine as well. But you cannot have if you have two lines that go with the if statement, they have to be indented to the same level. Python variables is the first thing that we're going to talk about. So go ahead and click on try it. And we get the code hello world and 5. Go ahead and copy and paste that code. So copy it. Go over to Repl it and paste it. Run your code. Again, this is how I'm going to be correcting or grading your progress, is whether you save it in the Repl it account. Again, every time you open one of those tries, it opens a new tab, so I'm going to close that tab and move on. Okay. Comments in Python start with the $. You can do the exercise if you want. So we're going to talk about comments. That's the next thing. Comments are used to explain Python code. Comments are used to make the code more reliable. Comments can be used to prevent execution of code when testing. So if you're having a problem with a command, you can comment it out while you work on it so that the program doesn't crash. Creating a comment starts with a $. There is, or it can be inline as well. So let's go back to our Repl it. Go to line 1, hit enter to make some space. In our top line, we're going to write learning Python using w3schools. Put your name. So your name goes here. And today's date is 3-31 comma 200 or 2020, excuse me, 2020. And I also want you to put a comment on the first line. This is an inline comment. Go ahead and run that. And you'll see our output is still hello, Mr. B. This is ignored because it's a comment. And then these two lines are our header that tell us what is happening. There is no multi-line comment, so if you have multi-lines, each one has to have its own $. There is a kind of a workaround, is what we call it in the industry, which allows us to use the triple quotes on the top and the bottom, and since it's not, that would act like a string, but since it's not being assigned to a variable, basically Python ignores it. So go ahead and use that method for multiple line comments. You can also test yourself as you're going along. Hit $, click submit answer. It will take you to the exercises, which there are many, and we will probably be doing some of those in class. And it will tell you if you're correct or not. Again, this opens up in a new tab. I'm going to try to keep these videos to 10 minutes. I'm right at 9:30 right now. So I'm going to be stopping this video, and there'll be a second video picking up where this left off.